In a small village on the edge of a bustling city lived a young man named Ahsan. He came from a modest home. His father was a laborer who spent his life earning bread through hard work. His mother, soft-spoken and deeply religious, always believed that dua, prayer, could change fate. Ahsan was raised with two unshakable values: truthfulness and respect for parents. Every day before he left for college, his mother would place her hands on his head and silently pray, Ya Allah, mir bete ko sachai, parkayam rakna, oh uski kismet ma bahkaduna. Though his family had very little, Ahsan never cheated, lied, or tried to take shortcuts. His classmates mocked him for his honesty. Why don't you just copy during exams? Everyone does it, they would say. But Ahsan would simply reply, I'd rather fail with truth than succeed with a lie. My mother's prayers are with me. The test of character. After completing his studies, Ahsan began applying for jobs. He went to many interviews, submitted dozens of resumes, and traveled long distances, often walking miles just to save a few rupees. Still, rejection after rejection came. One day, Ahsan received an interview call from a large corporation in the city. It was a well-known company, and the job came with a great salary. He wore his cleanest clothes, polished his shoes, and left early in the morning. As always, before he left, his mother placed her hand on his head and prayed. At the company, over 100 candidates were present. The process was tough. After a written test and a group discussion, only 5 candidates remained. Ahsan was one of them. The final round was a personal interview with the CEO himself, Mr. Raymond, a stern-looking but fair man known for his sharp judgment. The temptation. As Ahsan waited outside the CEO's office, a peon came to him secretly and said, I can give you the questions the CEO will ask for 5,000 rupees. Many others are doing it. Ahsan smiled politely and replied, Thank you, but I don't want help. I believe in my hard work, and my mother's prayers are enough. The peon looked surprised but walked away. The interview. Inside the room, Mr. Raymond welcomed Ahsan with a firm handshake. I've read your resume, he said. You come from a small village, and you've had excellent grades, but no experience. What makes you think you can work here? Ahsan answered, Sir, I may not have experience, but I have honesty, discipline, and prayers of my parents. I believe that truth, even when hard, always leads to the right path. The CEO raised an eyebrow. And if I told you that you'd lose this job for speaking the truth, would you still choose honesty? Ahsan smiled and replied, I would, because if I lie to get this job, I will lie to keep it. And that's not the man I want to be. There was silence in the room for a moment. Mr. Raymond leaned back and said, You are the first candidate to say that today. I had someone outside offering to sell questions you refused. Ahsan was stunned. He hadn't realized it was a test. The CEO stood up, extended his hand again, and said, Congratulations, you're hired. Ahsan's eyes filled with tears. Sir, thank you. This means everything to me. Mr. Raymond smiled. Thank your parents. Their values raised you, and their du'as, I can see them written on your face. The return. That evening, Ahsan returned home. His father was watering the plants. His mother was praying in the corner of the room. Ahsan quietly entered, placed the offer letter in front of his mother, and sat down without saying a word. She picked it up with trembling hands, read it, and began to cry. Allah ne meri dua sunli beta, Ahsan said softly. Ammi, aaj agar main jhut bolta, ya rasta shortcut lata, tu yeh job kabhi nahi milti. His father hugged him and said, Beta, ye surf job ka offer nahi hai, ye tumhari sachai kasila hai, our hamari dua ka asar. Moral of the story. Truth might seem slow and unrewarding, but in the long run, it always brings honor. And the prayers of parents, even when silent, are stronger than any force in the world.